I've decided to structure this course, at least the next 3 sections, around persons, places, and things. That'd be biographical, geographical, and as well objects or things. And so I want to pick some topics at random to start populating this course in order to leverage ChatGPT to gain further insights around people, places, and things. I'm going to use the Wikipedia random feature, and I'll link to this as well. If you go to Wikipedia random, you can click on this special random link here, and this will generate a random topic from Wikipedia, and it may be a person, a place, or a thing. And so first off, we have Philion, which is a surname. And so I'm going to make some notes here in a notepad in order to segment these under people, places, and things. And so I'll place Philion under people. This would be a surname. And so we'll grab further information on that. I'll go back and hit random again. And this would be a place. This is Derpo Wangsan. It's a populated place in Indonesia. Here is a thing. This would be an Asian species of a paper wasp, a Rhopalidia ornaticeps. I'm sure I mispronounced that. We'll place this under things. And I'll go back and we'll randomize a few more times. This would definitely be a person. This is a sprinter from Namibia, Albertina Johan. And once we have several topics for each, then we will move on and start exploring further people, places, and things throughout the duration of this course. Next, we have Alawang. It's a village in Burma. I'll place that under places. And then once again, we'll randomize once more. And here is a song by Paul Brandt, A Little in Love, by Canadian country music artist Paul Brandt. So I could place the song here under things, as well as placing the artist, Paul Brandt, as a person to explore further using ChatGPT as well. And here we have not a person, but a people or a group. This would be a major Pashtun tribe living in various locations. And so this is a good mix between people or even tribe. Not sure how to categorize that. I'll go ahead and put that under people. This would be a group of people known as a tribe. So we'll see how ChatGPT handles that. And then a clever dummy. It's a short comedy film. We'll put this under thing. One final random. And this is an organization, Institute for Safe Medication Practices. I'll put that under things as well. If we need more places, I'll do some more randomize once we get to that section. But let's dive further in this section dealing with people. We'll start by referring back to the surname of Philion and see what ChatGPT can unearth for us beyond what is found in Wikipedia. I want to explore a specific surname using ChatGPT. Now, I derived at the surname of Philion by way of the random generator on Wikipedia, and there's several different notable individuals with the last name of Philion, but I want to explore further a specific surname through ChatGPT. I'm asking ChatGPT to tell me more about the surname Philion, and that is F-I-L-I-O-N, being sure that I spelled this correctly, and let's see what it comes up with. It's telling us that it is a French surname derived from the Latin personal name Filius, which means son. Gives you some more details around the origins of that surname and what it could denote, such as son of Filius. And now I could ask further follow-up questions. Who are some notable people with this surname, inferring or referring back to Philion? But I wanted to test out ChatGPT to be sure that it can remember what we're talking about here. It's designed supposedly to have follow-up questions. So I'm going to infer that I'm referring to Philion without spelling it out again. This makes it more conversational and real in nature. And so here we are hitting a limitation with ChatGPT. It doesn't necessarily pull in information off of the internet. And so it's saying that it's a large language model trained by OpenAI. It doesn't have the ability to browse the internet or access information about specific people. So it's unable to provide a list of notable people with the surname of Philion. Knowledge is limited to the information that I was trained on. So if you're wanting to give feedback, you can give a downvote here and say this isn't helpful, and give further details on why you feel like this may not be the best answer here, and then submit the feedback there. Some of the limitations of ChatGPT are coming more clearly into view. One example would be that of people. If you're wanting information around specific people, I did put in another name that we came up with randomly earlier. That's Albertina Johans, and then once again it's saying it's not able to pull up specific information about a person. But then there was a tribe that we pulled up previously, and this would be a people or a group. And I'll pull up the corresponding article on Wikipedia. This is Biographical, and it is a major Pushtun tribe living in various places. And so I'm going to try that inside of ChatGPT to see if it can tell me more about this particular tribe. Once again, no information on this particular tribe. Let me try and ask it if it has information on this tribe. Let me try the other spelling variation here just to be safe, but we are hitting up against some limits here. All right, so for individual people as well as tribes, apparently not much luck here with ChatGPT. Let me see if it can tell me about other tribes and try to keep it as generic as possible to see if it comes up with anything. And here we are returning some information as far as there being many different tribes of people in the world. And then it says that some of the largest and most well-known tribes include the Cherokee tribe in the United States, the Maori tribe in New Zealand, the Haida tribe in Canada, the Sami tribe in Scandinavia, etc. And so they do have information related to tribes, just didn't happen to have this one that was randomly generated. So we could explore further one of these tribes. I'm going to explore this one in New Zealand. And so here you can have follow-up questions to do a deeper dive into a specific topic. So we have not had success with individual people, but as a group of persons or a tribe, we can dive further into a specific tribe. This one would be the Maori tribe in New Zealand, indigenous Polynesian people of New Zealand, believed to have arrived around 1200 AD. And it notes here that their culture continues to play an important role in the country's society and identity. And so as a follow-up question, I noticed here that it's saying that roughly 15% of New Zealand's population belongs to this particular tribe. So I'm asking for further breakdown of the population for New Zealand. And so here it's pulling in the latest census data and giving more specific percentages here. You notice that it's mentioning specifically that Maori tribe at 16.5% of the population identifying with that tribe, whereas here it said roughly around 15%. As well, European ethnic group consists of 74% of the population. Third largest ethnic group is Asian with 11.8. And so as you can see here in this example, as we've derived, there may be information on some tribes, but not others, or groups of people, or geographies, or populations as well. One of the goals of this course was to show you how to gain more information around people, places, and things using ChatGPT. And up until this point, we've had some challenges pulling up information on people. So this led me down the track of exploring trying to gain more information around people that are more famous using ChatGPT. You have to have reached a certain level of notoriety in order to have been pulled in and learned by the machine language used by ChatGPT at this point. Now, I presume over time there will become a wider list of people that you can pull up information on, but for an example, I pulled up and asked who was Betty White, gives information around when she was born, when she began her acting career, as well as some of the shows that she appeared in, and you could ask related to the Queen of England, for example. And one thing to note here with the Queen of England, at the time of this recording, she has unfortunately passed away, but the data here is showing and reading as if she is still alive, saying that she is the longest reigning current monarch. And one thing to note that it's specified in the new thread here, if we go back to new threads, is that it has limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. So ChatGPT has not learned of the passing of the Queen of England, unfortunately. So if you're wanting current events, ChatGPT not the greatest solution here, but you can get more information around more famous historical figures if you so desire. Even from the sports world, here's an example asking about who Babe Ruth is. You can also pull in information around more current athlete information. For example, who is LeBron James? You can pull in information from the world of politics, as well as historical figures. And so I wanted to include this lesson to show you that there are individuals that are available inside of ChatGPT, but the more recent and the less well-known that people are, the better the odds that it will not have information on those individuals. So I'm going to put in my own name here and see what it comes up with. So I'm not quite famous enough, neither is the Mike Wheeler character from Stranger Things, apparently. And here is an actor named Gary Coleman who passed away May 28th, 2010, was in the show Different Strokes. You can get more information around who starred in that show. In addition to Gary Coleman, for example, gives you a list of names. And as well, not only who the different actors or actresses are, but also their character names here. So for example, I could pull out the name Philip Drummond. That's a character name from Different Strokes, and I could ask it to tell me more about the character of Philip Drummond. So as you can see, you can pull in information related to historical figures, actors, actresses, athletes, etc., as well as fictional characters in the context of books, plays, TV shows, etc.